What happened? Well, in the last video, wondered what happened, had a general idea. Pretty much what I thought happened while welding. These are hard to weld. I'm going to do something different this time, make it a little sturdier, without spending too much money, and make it strong enough for what I do. And hopefully this will hold this time. Let's see what we got. Get these hubs off. Easy enough. And I built this little bash plate here. You gotta take the pins out. Pretty easy. You just got 3 mounting points, and you pull the pins and the plate drops off. So we're going to do that now. And that was it in real time. Yeah, this thing's sturdy as hell. Also collects leaves. But yeah, it goes on the mounting points for the deck. And of course I got it in a hole in the back plate back there. Pretty cool. Works out real good. And there it is. Pretty simple, of course. 4 bolts, 4 nuts. And then a little bit on the brakes here. Have to unbolt that. And of course take the belt off. And the linkage, all that in there, pretty simple. There's the linkage. Alright, I took this thing apart a couple months ago, and of course it's still pretty well cleaned up. So just as they all are, you gotta get all the bolts out. Okay, so this one has none on the bottom, but piece of cake. We'll get this thing apart, split it apart, and then see what happened with my welding. But I understand that this stuff's not good to weld. See if we can come up with something better. Maybe just welding the teeth, which I didn't do. I probably should have welded the teeth as well. Move on to making it better and doing what's necessary without spending a whole lot of money. Of course, like everybody, I've looked at a lot of different things. They got lockers. EC Carb got lockers for this, and I could go with the straight axle and the dock lock thing. I'm hoping to just go simple on it because I'm not beating this thing like some of these guys. So let's do that. We'll go in here and open it up. Well, that was easy. Bolts came right. Of course, I had it apart, like I said, not too long ago. Let's see. I wonder if we can just come right out. It's just practically falling apart here. Let's just do that. How about that? For now. And here we are. All right, I got some of the bearings off. I don't know how far I'm going to have to go. These are still, I've been sanding them with this. These are still a little tough getting off past the marks in there. Look at these roller bearings. Aren't those nice? So you got roller bearings in this 820, and you got bearings in this 820. These are nice. All right, I'm going to take these however many bolts out, and we're going to split this thing in the big reveal. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Oh yeah, now here we go. Some fine welds, Mike. Good job. You can see where it just broke right off. I guess I'm lucky, Jason. I didn't break this shaft. Here's some of the boogers that just came off. Fine job welding that, Mike. There we go. Let me look at this a little deeper here. Maybe we'll weld that back up and then weld the teeth to do that deal there. I don't know. I'm going to look into it. So there it is, the reveal. You know, I realize to a lot of people this is kind of a no duh. But I'm noticing a lot of things about this. This is really well built, for one thing. Look at the thickness of that bull gear. But if I weld these teeth and I still leave a lot of slack, like to meet that tooth there, then you've got some bang, bang, bang back and forth, which probably doesn't help anything. But this case is sandwiched together tight, so you're not going to have a whole lot of explosive force from the bevel on these teeth. But I'm thinking if I could weld in just a little bit on each side of that tooth, and work a grinder real good and get it so it's a nice tight fit after it's all weld it up first, make sure everything's smooth in there, and then maybe just tighten up the next tooth with a little bit of weld, and then of course a solid weld in the third one there. But yeah, I think that would keep it nice and snug without a whole lot of going back and forth. Let's see, they're both lined up, and then underneath on the other spline they're lined up equally. So let me think about this. I might go ahead and just go with that, and then of course weld my maybe re-weld my my spider gears just for spite. Oh god, that's ugly. Anyway, yeah, so I ground a lot of that off, cleaned it up. See how that works. That might be the trick. Well, I gotta say, this looks like it's gonna be perfect. Everything's lined up, everything fits nice. When I put the, of course I gotta mount the axle to this. When I put this on and bolt it together, tight as a drum. Let me get that axle in there. Make sure everything lines up perfect I mean, we are locked. We've got welded. Yeah. Partially welded second tooth, completely welded third tooth. It ain't gonna make it past the second tooth, but it's just enough to fit the gear in there. If you weld it all the way, it won't quite fit. So I'm happy with it. I think this is gonna work good.
Way to go now?
Yeah, just keep going all the way around. Denver's gonna help us tighten these bolts down. There's a bunch of them. He's just gonna go right around. Yep. Are they torqued to spec, Denver?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
So a little bit more. There, that's good.
All right. Yeah, I think we're good. I'll get a torque wrench and finish them up. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I got them all set. I got it set for 200 pounds, 200 inch pounds. I'm gonna start in the middle here. 200 inch pounds is pretty hefty, actually. I was surprised. Looks like he didn't get this one tightened down any here. Pretty close. Pretty close. Real close. We'll get this thing buttoned up and torqued down, 200 inch pounds all the way around, the proper pattern, and then get it all ready to stick it back in the tractor. No big deal, didn't take too long. And the locker looks really good. It came out really good. I didn't do a whole lot of video of that because I was busy welding and grinding, but I got the teeth to fit, so there's not a whole lot of give, you know, in between click, click, click. So you've got nice solid straight axle sort of effect without any binding. The teeth are all lined up nice. It looks good. Can't wait to get it going. Yep. A little bit lighter battery.
Ready?
Yep. Put it on straight here. Hang on a second. Right like that. Okay. Push the button. Yeah.
Lock it?
Keep going. Yeah.
Lock it?
Yep.
Okay.
Keep going. Okay, now let's get the back one. See the back one there?
You ready?
Get it on. Yeah. There it goes. That's pretty good. That'll hold it, and then we'll go tighter later. Let's see.
I got this one on.
Yeah. We're putting the lug nuts on there. Tighten them up. Righty tighty.
Yeah, really tight. I'm trying to get it really tight because we need it really tight.
Good, thank you.
No, I do that one.
You got it all the way on?
Yeah. I got one they take your gator.
Thank you. Alright, well, we've got it locked. And, everybody's happy. Not as tight as I wanted it to be. It's a little play in there. I thought I had that tightened up. But she's locked. Go from there. Obviously I didn't weld the little spider gear pinion As you can see, that little give there for a second. And as soon as you reach the teeth, you're fine. But yeah, there's a little play in there I didn't want, but a solid axle would fix that. But right now, I'm gonna run it just like this and see how it holds up. I don't see any way it's ever gonna skip unless something blows apart. I don't know. But man, she tears it up. I came up that hill throwing mud. But I do have to admit, I would like a little more horsepower. Everybody could use a little more horsepower. And there's nothing wrong with that engine. I'll set it aside and use it for something. Maybe put it back on, who knows. But I'm looking forward to that's my next deal is putting that 20 horse on here and making a cool exhaust. So that ought to close it out. It's running good. Everything worked just like I wanted it to. And we're going to run it. Maybe get some footage of us blasting up the hill there, throwing some mud. And thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.